You've heard of the Bourbon Ball. It all began with Rebecca Ruth. We've journeyed down the road. We were in Bardstown last night, and we've come to Frankfort, Kentucky to learn just how this whole Bourbon Ball thing started. The originators. This is what the Bourbon Ball looks like. The finest bourbon balls you'll find anywhere. You like the chocolate, Chris?
Yeah, it's very good. It's very good.
Have you had many bourbon balls before?
On occasion.
What is a Rebecca Ruth bourbon ball?
It's a little kind of ball-shaped candy, hence the name. It's a very creamy white center with the bourbon directly in it. It doesn't evaporate out. They add it after the cooking process is over, and it's covered in dark chocolate, and it has a pecan put on top by hand.
We're going to take a little tour of Rebecca Ruth.
Good place to work.
Rebecca Ruth.
Yeah.
So the chocolate is getting on the bottom of the piece here after being cut. Now it's making its journey You are Rebecca Ruth's grandson.
Great-grandson.
Great-grandson.
No, grandson.
Which one of them? Rebecca or Ruth?
Ruth.
Ruth's grandson.
Ruth's grandson.
And you've been running the business for how long?
Well, it's been running me for a long time.
The company was started by two women, Rebecca and Ruth. They were two school teachers, and they started out making candy as a hobby, and then they decided they liked making candy more than their job, so they quit and became chocolatiers. And they named the company after their two first names because they wanted to avoid that paternal tradition of the last name. They wanted to show how independent they were as women.
I need to get you an apron.
Okay. Oh, cool.
So, Aaron, why don't you go to the other side?
They're going to let me do some nutting today. So it's just throwing the nuts on top.
Yeah, you want to put them right side up.
Yep.
And you want to nut your half. And you really only want to use good nuts.
So you got to kind of do it quickly. The art of is this is kind of make it happen quick.
Yep.
Throwing the nuts on top. I'm nutting. This was the process of, and look, like you can see a little chocolate on my hands. This is the process of making the bourbon balls. They're going to cool down, and then they're going to be put in the little cases and little gold.
Well, they're going to get inspected.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think yours are going to pass.
I think some of them.
I think they're boo-boos, most of them. Yeah.
Most of them?
Most of them, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe a few are good.
Yeah. That's my first day on the job, though.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's an impressive truck. You know, not everybody in the world is cut out to put nuts on candy.
But I'm definitely cut out to put them in my mouth.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
So you can go on a tour here at Rebecca Ruth and see what we saw. Although it's kind of partly a secret, so don't tell. But no, we want you to come down and have a tour. This is really this is something that's very important to Kentucky, or bourbon balls, and important to bourbon industry, important to the love of bourbon. And we saw right where it was created.
We're bringing a culture, a people, and a passion together with one blog, bourbonblog.com. We only encourage responsible drinking by those who have legal age to drink in their countries or regions. So be safe, be legal, and never drink and drive.